Hey guys, and welcome back to Gina Not Jenna Productions. Today, I'm going to be taking you on a little adventure called The Uncle Who Worked for Nintendo. I know nothing about this. As you can tell, it's played on the web. I just put in The Uncle Who Works for Nintendo in Google, and this is what popped up. It's supposed to be really scary. Like, I'm going to sleep on the lights on tonight. I sleep on with the lights on most nights. So it shouldn't make any difference in my life. Anyway, so it's a little bit of a different recording. Like I said, what you are seeing is exactly what I'm seeing. Um, and I haven't started. I have no idea what this is. It's probably gonna make me scream. I'm way too close to the computer screen. And yeah, so looks like a roaring good time. Like You are 11 years old. What's your best friend's name? Andrew, Ashley, Brandon, Jessica, Dave, Megan, Nicole, Michael, Ryan, Sarah. Let's go with Dave. Your best friend Dave has invited you to a sleepover at his house this weekend. You have been friends since first grade, so asking your mom is basically only if I'm going to be asking my mom. You've never confirmed this, but you suspect the babysitter may charge extra when there are two kids. You sometimes feel like staying somewhere else is the only way you can help out. Okay. Your best friend Dave has invited you to a sleepover at his house this weekend. Wait a minute. Okay, well then only a formality. On Friday night, you're home for only a few hours, long enough to pack, get in a fight with your younger sister, pack some more, watch some TV. At 6 sharp, you are standing on the sidewalk outside Dave's house while your mom idles in her car nearby. She leans out the window to you. You behave yourself, okay? She says, as always. I'll be at work, but if anything happens, you call me. Yes, Mom. I'll pick you up tomorrow at 3, she says, again, as usual. And then she pauses, looking up at the sky, which has been overcast throughout the day. If you play outside, she adds, be careful, it's probably going to rain. I'm going to kiss my mom because I love my mom. After you part from your mom's drive down the street, disappearing around the corner, you turn back to Dave's house. The lights inside are glowing warmly. You can see Dave waving at you from his bedroom's second floor. Hi, Dave. 6 p.m. Dave's mom meets you just inside. Hello, she says. Dinner will be ready in just a few minutes, but you can drop some stuff in the den. You and Dave are camping out there tonight. Cool. You drop your sleeping and overnight bags in the corner of the den and pause to take a look around. Behind the couch is a grandfather clock that is ticking softly. Through the set of patio doors on the far side of the room, you can see the sky is just gray as when your mom left. Framed pictures line the walls, and over the dark fireplace hangs a monstrous pair of antlers from a buck that Dave's dad shot years ago. And of course, there's a big screen TV. Sometimes it makes you uncomfortable how much nicer Dave's house is than yours. Anyway, you drop your sleeping and overnight bags in the corner of the den, then pause to take a look around. Behind the couch is the grandfather clock is ticking softly. Through a set of patio doors on the far side of the room, you can see the sky is just as gray as it was when your mom left. Frame pictures line the wall, and over the dark fireplace hangs a monstrous. Yeah, I read that. And of course, there is a big screen TV. Dave enters the room while you are paying attention, and now he stands in the doorway smiling expectantly. Are you ready for dinner? He asks. Sure. Dinner passes quickly. Tonight's meal is spaghetti and meatballs, one of Dave's favorite meals. As his mother points out while piling a helping on your plate, Dad's father cracks a beer and jubilantly interrogates you about how much trouble you and Dave are getting into at school. Dessert is a heaping bowl of ice cream drizzled with chocolate sauce. You can't even finish yours. The grandfather clock chimes in the den. You go along now, says Dave's mom, smiling from her side of the table. We'll clean up here. Let's go get the TV ready, says Dave. The two of you leave the dining room and head upstairs. Oh, God. I don't like this. Dave's room is immense. You stay in the den because the TV is larger there, but there's a sizable one here, flush with the wall opposite the full-size bed. We'll take the 64 down first, says Dave, heading towards his TV and opening the entertainment cabinet. At his prerogative, of course, he gets to choose what you play first, usually. But as Dave begins unhooking the cords for the N64 from the TV, you catch sight of other things he has in there. All the major stuff, the old SNS, the PlayStation, and a Dreamcast. You notice other things too, things you don't really recognize. A large black box with green lights, a smaller purple one, a strange white and yellow tower with what looks like gloves resting on hooks on either side, and a compact white cone. What are those? Dave looks at the clutter in his cabinet. Oh yeah, he says, they're pretty cool. I can't show you, though. They're still secret. I promised my uncle. Of course, you remember his uncle. His uncle works for Nintendo. It's an Xbox controller, but whatever. Don't judge me. In the corner, the grandfather clock is ticking softly, and through a nearby set of patio doors, you can see it's getting dark. Framed pictures line the wall. Dave is parked in front of the large TV, playing something on the Nintendo 64. Go to the bathroom. Go to the kitchen. I'll watch Dave play. Dave is playing something that looks a little like GoldenEye, but it's not a game you're familiar with. You watch for a while, and eventually Dave turns to look at you. Come on, you want to play? Yeah, let's play co-op. There's co-op? I ask. Of course, says Dave, handing you a controller. You don't know the game, but still, it seems oddly familiar. He's only giving you a few pointers on how to move the camera. You play through level or two. The clock chimes. You are in the den. In the corner, the grandfather clock is ticking softly. Oh, okay. Framed pictures. You walk around the perimeter of the den, inspecting the pictures idly. Most of them are family portraits from years past. Dave's cradled lovingly between his mother and father, or anyone of the three of their own. A happy, timid, tidy family. Look for pictures of Dave's uncle. Yeah. You don't find any. Not one. The only pictures here are of Dave and his parents. You don't know why, and it makes you feel uneasy. Time passes. It began with Mew. You didn't believe him at first. Then Dave came to school one day and told you he had finally caught Mew. Prove it, you said. So he pulled out his Game Boy and showed you. There it was, Mew, the 151st Pokemon, available only to players at promotional events, somehow unlocked on Dave's game. It's really strong, he said. It KOs every enemy in one hit. Dave demonstrates this claim at recess when you and some other friends linked Game Boys to do battle. You were the first one down. No one else got a single hit on Dave's. Then you asked how Dave managed to get it. Oh, my uncle got a job at Nintendo, said Dave. You're walking home together past one of the construction crews. Dave still lived next door to you at the time. Wait, this couldn't have been too long ago. When did Dave move? There was something nice about being neighbors. Oh, my uncle got a job at Nintendo. Oh. He also got me this Game Boy, said Dave, pulling it out of his pocket. You hadn't noticed it earlier, but yes, Dave now had a sleek new Game Boy Color. Until today, he had had one of the old ones, a big brick like yours. This is a special edition, said Dave. Isn't it cool? You agreed. You snap out of your reflections. The clock chimes. In the den. Dave's mother bustles into the room holding a large chromatic bowl full with popcorn under her arm. How are you kids doing? She asked. Good, says Dave, his eyes not moving from the television. Hope you're having fun, says Dave's mom. Here's some popcorn, extra butter. She places it on the floor by Dave. Almost immediately, Dave is shoveling popcorn into his mouth. Meanwhile, his mother smiles first at him and then back at you. There's sodas in the kitchen if you get thirsty, she says, and some pizza from the other night if you get hungry. Thank you. She looks at Dave. Your father's gone to bed. I'll be up there soon myself. I want you to keep quiet, all right? Yes, Mom, Dave says tiredly. Oh, and before I forget, she adds, your uncle called. He suddenly has some business here in town tomorrow, so he's driving in early. He'll be here around midnight. For the first time, Dave stops playing his game, stops eating popcorn, and turns to look at his mother. Okay, he says. I want you two to welcome him in. He'll be very tired and very hungry, so offer him something to eat before he goes to bed. Okay, Mom. Good night, kids. And with that, she's gone. So, why's your uncle coming? Dave shrugs. Business. But I thought he worked for Nintendo. He does, says Dave, frowning but not looking away from the TV scene. He's really important there. Does Nintendo have a lot of business here? Why else would my uncle be coming? Dave says, as if you've asked the dumbest question in the world. Well, it's cool I'll finally get to meet him. Yeah, agrees Dave. I think you'll like him. I'm going to drop it. We'll go to the kitchen. Passing through the empty dining room, you enter the kitchen, which is also deserted right now. Rich. There are a few things. Set up. He's in the kitchen. Back to the den. Talk to Dave. Games. You're a rather one-sided conversation about whether RPGs on the PlayStation are better than the old SNES one. An hour passes. It begins to rain outside. Go to the bathroom. You head to the bathroom down the hall from the den. There's a shower, a linen closet, and a toilet. It's a linen closet filled with large puffy towels and washcloths. You're not sure why you looked in there. Are you finished? Shower. The shower is pristinely clean. Are you done here? The toilet. You go to the bathroom and wash your hands. Are you done here? Linen closet. You finished. Okay. Back to the den. Remember your own. You got your own Mew eventually. Another friend had a Game Shark which you borrowed one day. I have had Game Shark before. You spent the entire night unlocking every Pokemon you couldn't obtain in your own copy of the game or hadn't yet traded for it, including Mew. It didn't one-hit KO most enemies. It was incredibly weak, and you shamefully cheated the game further to make it strong enough. It even looked different from Dave's, and you asked him why. What? You said, that had been here in the den. Oh, that thing? It had been a while since anyone talked about Pokemon. Well, my uncle still got me the special edition of Mew, first of all, he said, smirking a little but not looking away from the PlayStation game he was playing. That's why mine looked different. Second of all, mine can one-hit KO because it's the real Mew. You asked him what he meant by that. Just what I said. Dave replied. You cheated. You got a fake Mew, so of course there's problems, glitches and junk. You felt your cheek shredded, but not me, Dave said again. I got the real Mew, and only me. My brother is so jealous. Dave's brother? What about him? Why does remembering that comment make you feel uneasy? You snap out of your reflections. The clock chimes. You are in the den. I'm like getting really, really unsettled right now. Really unsettled. Really, really unsettled. Okay, I have to stop here, but I'm going to immediately continue, okay? So I'll see you guys later.